I'm Krystal, and this is Alex, and this is our fur baby Dexter. Together, we bought a Tanzer 26 and are currently sailing on Lake Ontario. We are complete beginners with no previous experience. Subscribe and join us as we learn how to sail and fix up our boat. In last week's episode, we prepped the boat to get it ready for mast de-stepping and haul out. The marina crew will be bringing our boat over to the crane to take our mast down. It will be a great learning experience, so we will understand how to de-step our mast on our own in the future.
I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. In a similar way, I feel I'm losing my conscience, traveling for days without my knowledge of provenance. Throughout my life, you called me a renegade. Oh, wow. Through all my lows, you said we could start again, but I'm a renegade of your love. Oh, but I'm a renegade of your love.
Been on the streets a few months. I'm trying to pick myself up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. And although my flaws had dragged me down on the coldest night, I'm still kicking around. And then I saw you back before my time was shortened. No, throughout my life you've called me a renegade. Oh, throughout my loves you said we could start again, but I'm a renegade of your love.
But I'm a renegade of your love. Renegade of your love.
Having a good time? The rudder looks pretty good there. Propeller.
Prop looks good. Maybe a little dent there that I can try to.
Oh yeah.
That's a lose some knots right there. You lose some knots.
Not too bad. The first time we've seen the bottom of our boat since we bought it. Well, we've never
Well,
seen
out
it.
of the water. I've seen it in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, we checked it out underwater, but it's
But the
nice
bottom
to see
looks
it out.
good.
See it out of the water for the first time.
Bottom looks really good. I just gotta sand it.
There's
The
a
only
little
stuff
bit of
I'm not a
rust.
huge fan of is I'll have to sand all this and see if it's just the paint peeling or if there's an underlying problem behind it.
Well, there's a bit of rust on the bottom too.
That's normal though, because this is an iron keel, so it will rust. You just take away the rust. This looks good. That looks good though.
So we put some antifreeze in the toilet because it was really, really cold last night. We hadn't winterized yet and it froze all the pipes and everything. So we're hoping that that's de-thawed. We also have a little space here going. Yep. And it's pretty much de-thawed now, so now we should be able to do the rest of it.
Yeah, it wasn't a deep freeze, but it was enough that I didn't want to try anything.
So that's just our intake hose for the water for the toilet. So we just unhooked that and put it in the jug so that it sucks in antifreeze instead of water, which will just keep it from breaking.
Yeah, just find the intake seacock for your head, and all it had on it was some of these clips, which you usually see everywhere. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but just loosen them off. Try to take it off as gently as you can, and then this is the intake for the head, and we'll be pulling antifreeze directly out of that. And then our outtake, we're pouring antifreeze in the toilet, and that goes right to our tank. So this kind of takes out any spots where there might be water.
All right, let's pump her up.
Ready?
Yeah.
You can see it's a little clear at first, now it's turning to pink, which is beautiful. So that was the last little bit of water that was left in there. So that's why you want to do it this way, because if you weren't taking it in from the intake, that last little bit of water there that you saw, you wouldn't have got it.
And it just stays in your pipes and then will freeze, because Canada is cold.
So I'm just going to do this a couple times. Drain it into the holding tank. And then intake some more through our jug. And yeah, I'll probably do the whole bottle, because why not?
Okay, so it's getting dark now, and me and Alex are going to try to start the motor. Here's Alex there getting ready.
Yep, hopefully she starts.
We're going to try to start the motor. We have some antifreeze that we're going to put in a tube, and hopefully that will run all of the water out of the lines.
Do this stuff about 2 weeks before you think you gotta do it. Maybe even a month.
Yeah, because all of our lines were frozen. Luckily the motor actually didn't really get frozen, so that's good, but all the other stuff did, so.
Basically, this is the intake pipe, and this is what draws water to cool my engine. That's for a fresh water system. Basically, I detach this, and this is going to go right into our coolant for our diesel antifreeze. And it's basically, as the engine's running, it's going to suck this and take it everywhere that the water normally would have went. So this will kind of take out all of the water that's left over there and replace it with antifreeze, which is what you want.
And we got this. Which one did we get? We got this Starbright one from the Marine Outfitters.
Yeah, it was a marina store near us, and it was pretty cheap. It was only like 17 bucks or something, 18 bucks.
And this one's good because the lady was saying that with all the water in there, it's basically getting diluted. So if you don't get something that's like negative 100 or something that's really, really high, it gets diluted. So you're really only getting half of the strength. So this will be good till negative 50 instead of negative 100.
Yeah, usually the lower you can get, the better. Just make sure whatever you get is eco-friendly, because whenever you start your boat up back in the spring and it's in the water, whatever remaining coolant is in your engine is going to be pumped right out into the water. So if you can save the world, save it, man.
Okay, we're ready to start the engine. Make sure everything is in. You ready? Oh, not ready. Okay, ready now. Oh, nice! We're just waiting for some blue stuff to come out. Full of water right now. There we go. Okay. Stay tuned for next week's episode when we realize we tarped our boat wrong. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, it really helps our channel.